What's going on, guys? Welcome to Final Fantasy Brave Exodus video, and we've got the SINoALICE collaboration yet again. This time they're actually getting New Vision Awakenings. No enhancements for them, unfortunately. So they did appear once before, but it was just kind of whatever kind of thing, I guess. But now they're back again with an actual small event here. So there are bonus for that event, and they will give out one free of either or Alice or Snow White 7-star maxed in the event. But otherwise there are no ways of getting shards, and there are no ways of getting anything else basically. But they are giving out a ticket per day to summon for them, I suppose. So there's that at least. Anyways, Alice's TMR has been upgraded to have 500 flat attack. So there's that. Wish her S TMR would have gotten upgraded because it's really bad. It's just basically Arden's S TMR, but with 50% stop resistance instead, so it's pretty mediocre at this point. Oh well. You would probably be using her TMR anyways now, which is funny because you'd probably be doing the opposite. Anyways, both sides triple cast now. She doesn't have to unlock it anymore. More stats, 500% cap, so with Lightning's S TMR 600%, 25 times mod boost to all abilities besides the Lone Burst. I wish it was a little higher than that because it would have been a lot better. And 150% human and 200% demon killers. In the base form, 300% TDH, pretty decent. 250% Lilith Burst damage passive. The Lilith Burst is 50 times with 50% defense, ignore 9 hits to all enemies, and she has a 50 times mod boost to her ability, her Lilith Burst on a Grandis there. So it's something. Brave shift form, 200% TDH, 200% Lilith Burst damage passive. 12 Lilith Burst crystal fill per turn, which is pretty unique, so she doesn't have to worry about that at all. And we have a 144 times mod ice bolting strike chain, which is pretty strong. Lilith Burst is 130% ice in peril, 200% Lilith Burst damage buff, and one hit 90 times, 30 times with 33 times each, whatever that modifier is at the end. I couldn't figure that out because I don't know. I'm not used to just doing it. I had to basically look in game, and that's why it's taking so long, guys, so I apologize for that. Anyways, because I saw some people are asking what do I think about them. Anyways, base form is pretty useless. It doesn't really have anything that useful other than maybe the Lone Burst. Maybe they'll be decent, but I've yet to know because there's probably not a lot of people are going to be pulling on this banner. Mediocre Lone Burst finisher in a Brave shift form unless you get her, stacked and get all those things in the right position, but and probably not really worth it. It's just really not worth pulling in this banner for this character. And there are two, so I'm gonna be reviewing 2 units. Maybe the other one's better, but just really not worth the trouble because once again there are no free shards, there is no step up, there's no easy way to pull. You basically just pull in the banner. There's no tickets to get. There's no safety net, so that's why it's really tough to recommend this banner so far. But let's see what the other unit looks like. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and give her a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty bad, but it is what it is. Now on to Snow White. Her STMR got upgraded to have 300 flat attack for Snow White only. So still, I mean, back in the day, in the Sunster era, this STMR was bait for whales. But now it's just like it's really bad now. So because there's a lot of STMRs that are way stronger than this, and they do have passives and stuff. So both sides just the same thing. Triple cast permanently, more stats, 500% cap, 25% mod boost, 25 times mod boost to all abilities besides the Lone Burst. And here's the difference of 150% Reaper or Undead killer and 20% Demon killer. So that's a difference. Ooh, crazy. And the base form has the same thing at 300% TDH, 250% Lone Burst damage passive. The Lone Burst is different, so 20 hit to all enemies, 85% defense and spirit break, decent, 250% attack buff, and also 80 times mod to all enemies, 100 times mod boost to all to her LB on the Grandis ability there. And where's the cooldown? I think it might be a cooldown. I don't think she has a Grandis. It might be a cooldown there. I can't remember exactly, but her cooldown has an 80% full break, which is, wish it was a little higher than that, but it is what it is, and 130% wind and lightning in peril, which is what you would use it for. Her Brave shift form has 200% TDH, 200% limit burst damage passive, 12 limit burst crystals per turn, 144 times mod wind bolting strike chain, 130% wind and peril on that limit burst there, 200% limit burst damage buff, 1 hit wind damage 60 times, 20 times, 3 times each. Now there might be a few things in here like I mentioned that might be wrong, like the Grandest ability not, I don't know, I don't think she has one. But so there might be some errors in this in total, but even with some things lacking in this review so far, it really doesn't seem that special. It seems like they were being very lazy yet again with these. They made a brave shift for them, so they're not SLBs, but at the same time, it's just like they barely tried. They barely tried to make them better. Because I said before this came out, like in my Discord, I said like, oh, they're gonna need gigantic buffs to make them useful because they were really mediocre even when they came out in the 7th-star era. So they would really need a huge buff, and they really didn't get a huge buff. If that 25 times mod buff was like 50 or 75 times mod buff, now we're talking. Now we're you would probably bring them along for something. But nope. Unfortunately, it just seems like you would only bring them along for their imperils and that 104. For me, I would bring them along for that 144 times mod chain because that's pretty high. But even then, like, you can bring weak chainers nowadays, but you can bring weak chainers with a strong finisher and you'll do more damage anyways. So a strong chain really doesn't seem to matter too much anymore. From my testing, from a lot of testing that I've done over the past few months, it doesn't seem like a strong chain a strong chain does not matter anymore. A strong finish is what matters. So unfortunately, even though it's a high chain modifier, it really doesn't seem to matter that much in the end. So base form is pretty useless outside of the Imperil and the Limit Burst there. Mediocre Limit Burst finisher yet again, unless you get them stagnant. I think she's worse than Alice. And once again, it's not really worth it. Once again, there's no free shards, no step up, no safety net. So you just have to throw your Lapis into the void and hope you get something good, right? Even if they granted you somehow they were able to like give you like 7-star forms when you pull for them or something ridiculous like that, it still wouldn't be worth it because you would need a whole bunch of them to get EX3 or EX2 or EX3 because they get passives for those. So I'm gonna go like 8 because at least she has some more unique abilities like breaks and strong imperils for 2 elements, so at least that's something. But overall, just both of them are really mediocre, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys like this review. You know there might be some errors involved. I apologize for the errors. I'm sure people in the comment section will tell me about them. But overall, even if I missed a few things, like I said, even if I missed a few things, they're really not worth pulling unless you're nostalgic for them. If you're nostalgic for them, you'll pull anyways, but if you're watching this review, you're probably not really nostalgic for them. You're wondering if they're good or not, and they are definitely not. Because there are units in the normal New Vision pool that are probably going to be better, even the weaker ones. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like on the video, please subscribe if you're new around here, and hit that notification bell. And if you're excited about Xenogears playthrough, the second part will be available soon. It takes a while to put this through my editor to get that going, so it'll take some time, but I'll see you guys then. Peace!